What you probably didn't know about your sleep. And this one's just for my ladies. All the men out there operate on a 24-hour sleep-wake cycle known as their circadian rhythm. Us ladies use that as well, but because we're extra, operate on a second cycle called the infradian rhythm. This means that a man can go to sleep and wake up at the exact same time every single day and theoretically feel the same because the routine is good for their bodies. A menstruating woman, on the other hand, aka a woman that gets her period, will have to plan a little bit more in depth into her 28-day cycle, not her 24-hour clock. Probably all too aware of the menstrual phase, which is the bleeding phase, but there are actually 3 more that are really important to note. You have the follicular phase, where the egg is being prepped, then the ovulation, when the egg is dropped, and the luteal, where your body is prepping for a potential pregnancy. Each of these 4 stages of your cycle is going to have different implications on how you're feeling physically and emotionally. If you learn about each one, you can optimize your life for what your body needs at that moment at whatever stage of your cycle you're at. So let's talk about sleep in specific. So in your menstrual phase, when you have your period, your estrogen and your progesterone, which is a sleepy, relaxing hormone, is going to be on low. This means that sleep is going to be a little bit harder during this phase of your cycle. But because you're super observant and know that already, or because you watched this video, you can work around it. So some tips to improve your sleep during this phase is to exercise during the day. This will help you feel more tired at night. Avoid caffeine, obviously. Go to bed a little earlier than you normally would to allow yourself some extra time to fall asleep. In the follicular phase, your estrogen and progesterone are up, so you are going to sleep like a baby. When you're ovulating, you're going to be a little more emotional than normal. You're going to have mood swings, and it might be a bit harder to fall asleep. You might have more on your mind. In your luteal phase, your progesterone and estrogen is high, which is great, but your melatonin is low, which is your sleep hormone, so you might not have the best time sleeping. Again, body also might feel warmer during this time, which is not ideal for sleeping. You want to be cold when you're sleeping. So this is a good time to pull out your weighted blanket, especially if it's a cooling one. Now, this is a lot of information. Even Willow is overwhelmed, but I hope this helps you have a better idea of how to optimize your sleep and your life based on your cycle. If you have any questions, drop them down below and I'll go through as many as possible.